of them. You're wasting all your time and money on models. Paint what you have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Model Club TV, episode 57. This is our Halloween episode, everyone. As always, Scott Johansson, my lovely Buzz Lightyear, my lovely co-host. And I am Odor Ishirungus. Not really. Jason Walker, Scott Johansson. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Try not to get any fentanyl in your candy this year. We'll see what happens with that. But
well, they gave up on razor blades. And,
yeah. They went straight to poisoning our kids.
They can't X-ray for fentanyl, I guess.
I guess not. How are you, Scott?
Look at me. I'm ridiculous. That's all.
You're ridiculous. This is not going to last much longer.
You know what? I was going to say I'll stay in this the whole thing, but only if you stay in that the whole thing.
I'm going to be sweating bullets in 15 minutes.
See who can stay in their costume longer.
Oh man, I don't know.
I should hit you with my laser.
You should. You should put a real laser on there and be like one of those green ones, and burn out people's eyes.
Yeah. Because that's what Buzz Lightyear was all about.
Oh, he wasn't?
Try watching the movie. Have you ever seen the movie? That's a yes or no question. It's not
yes.
Question.
I saw the first one and the one that was like the Star Wars ripoff, where they had like the teddy bear be the emperor.
That was the third one.
Was it the third one? Third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one was good. Third one, I haven't watched the fourth one.
Oh my god. All right, we got an episode. We didn't get our guest that we wanted. We're still waiting to hear back from that person. But happy Halloween, everyone.
Another technology challenged individual.
All right, can we take these off now?
Oh no, let's see who can last.
Admit defeat. Last, but
Admit defeat.
I can last.
Admit defeat, and I will let you
admit. I just want everyone.
Okay, and there we go. If you take it off, it's admitting defeat.
I used to wear masks for hours at a time, so I'm
okay.
Good.
Let's go.
Anyway.
I did a whole wedding in this. And frankly, you look better.
You're mean. You're so mean to me.
Why am I so mean? Admit defeat. You can take it off. If you spill coffee all over yourself.
That is good. Refreshing.
You're a strange little man.
I am. I am. Scott, so you watch anything?
Toy Story. That's all I ever watch. I'm Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, that's all you watch? Are we staying in character for our movies that we watch? Is that?
No.
Okay.
I haven't watched anything.
I've been pretty busy. Discord's going well, I hear.
How would you know?
I know, that's because I haven't been around. So tell everybody about the Discord, how well it's been going.
The Discord's been going very well.
Can you elaborate, please?
Very, very well.
I guess that counts as elaboration. I'm not sure. All right.
Discord's great. We got, I think, more people this time. At one point, I think we had like 8 or 9 people in there. And some are just lurkers and hang out. And some are talkers and talk. So,
but it was cool. How long were you guys on Saturday night?
Oh, it wasn't as long as the previous, but it was still pretty late. I want to say it was like 1 o'clock our time.
Okay,
so
cool.
I know Javi Mike was on with me late, and Brett and Virginia. Well, Virginia went to bed because she couldn't take it. She's a lightweight. She couldn't take it. But Brent was there. Paula had to leave a little early. Jesse was on for a while. Phil, Roy kicked in for a little bit. So yeah.
Nice. Very nice. And I want everyone to know.
Do we have a set time on this Discord thing?
No, there isn't one. And that's kind of what I was just going to say. Anybody can go on there at any time. If you guys feel like painting and hanging out, none of us, I don't have to be there. Scott doesn't have to be there. If people just want to use that channel and hang out, that's what it's there for. And I want people to kind of use it as a community, use it as a hangout spot. If you want to do a paint hobby hangout by yourself with someone else, great. It's there. Everybody can use it.
I forgot that Ape was on too.
Oh, the ape.
Brian
Yeah.
Clark.
The ape Brian Clark. He's going to come up later on in the episode
Good.
because I did a project for him and it did not go very well. So,
Yeah, well.
but the reason I was at a wedding. It's been a very busy.
I wore my wedding costume. Did you wear that to your wedding?
I didn't have a. No, I wore a suit, or not a suit, but a shirt and a tie. And you know.
Yeah. Look good now. It's got to be getting hot in there, huh?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
How about you?
Great. Buzz Lightyear.
But I just want to say, in the last month, I'm going to put these pictures up. The bands that I've seen in the last month, Scott Johansson. Let's see if you've heard of any of them.
This ought to be good.
Here we go. Starting. Hai Lung. Did you go? Hai Lung, one of my favorite bands.
I've got all their albums.
Okay, good. All right. And I saw Hocico, Mexican industrial band. Have you seen them before? Heard of them?
Yeah. My neighbor plays those in his band. Yeah.
And then crowd favorite, Max Sabbath was last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
talked about them before. Last episode, there was that picture of me at the end with Ronald Osborne. And then last Friday, I got to see Wardruna. Have you heard of Wardruna?
No.
Have you watched the TV show Viking?
No.
Oh. So they do a lot of the music for the TV show Viking. And it was at the Auditorium Theater. Like classy joint. Not my usual.
That's where I saw Shatner in the third row. I made eye contact.
That's where you got, and you got your Woody?
And something moved. Well, I wouldn't say it was a Woody, but something definitely moved.
Your Buzz, you got a Woody. And then I also saw Batushka.
My grandma used to wear a Batushka.
That's a babushka.
Whatever.
All right. Anyway.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Have you seen any bands anyone's heard of?
All the time. Everyone's heard of Wardruna. No? Okay.
Sure.
All right. But I had a Friday night of pain 2 weeks ago. I watched... Was it 2 weeks ago? No. Yeah, that's true. I've always had... yeah. I watched Halloween Ends, followed up by The Munsters.
Why? Why did you even bother?
Because, like I said, I watched Halloween Ends, and I felt like just ruining the day. But, okay, we'll start with Halloween Ends. Not good. And I know I saw a couple other reviews that made me like it a little more than I initially did. That when I rethought some of the things, I get what they were trying to do. Spoilers. Okay? Michael Myers dies. Michael Myers has lived in a sewer for the past, I don't even know how long, and that's how it starts. He can now apparently read people's minds and tries to transfer his evil powers to another guy who then tries to become Michael Myers. I get what they were trying to do and transfer, but they didn't take it all the way. If they would have took that character and built him up through the 3 movies, I would have been much better. Would have been okay with it. It just felt dumb. I know there's people that hated it.
I felt dumb. You should have been dressed like this.
I know, it was like this, whatever. But it was kind of dumb. And it was just, you build the movie as this epic fight between Laurie and Michael, and it just, whatever. Michael's barely in it. People are upset. They have a petition going to change it. These idiots. But whatever. So then I was like, let's just do it. Let's watch The Munsters and get it out of the way. Scott, I didn't hate it.
Of course you didn't. Look at the bands you listened to.
I know, but here's the thing. Once you got over, once the initial, oh my God, this is terrible. Once that kind of subsided, I actually laughed a couple times. My biggest problem with it is it looks like it was shot on an iPhone. It doesn't have any film quality to it, if that makes sense. Any film quality. But it's beautiful. And I know that's going to sound weird. But the lighting, and We have a good friend, Mr. Pepper, who loved the movie. And I was like, no way. All right, I'm going to watch it. Because he said it looked like a black light poster come to life. And that's totally what it does look like. If you want to like practice and just take for painting models to go and just take screenshots of that movie, watch that movie and look how light hits on things and affects things. And it's amazing to look at like that, to look at just the lighting. I hate the fact that it's a prequel. Like it shows how they met and it shows like Daniel Roebuck actually did a good grandpa. Like it's decent. Like I really actually liked him as grandpa. I liked him as Herman. Sherry Moon was not as terrible as Lily as I thought. I think the best thing for this movie is to show it to kids. Show them the original, but if you're trying to get it's made for kids, it's definitely like I didn't hate it, and I thought I was going to hate it. So I guess I'm happy to report it's watchable. But there we go.
I think people out there are watching, looking at us right now, going, "How long before they take these stupid costumes?"
I think right now, because we're going to do our giveaway, I want to make sure that I have to actually bend over and pick stuff up, and I don't want to break this. It's getting old. This is a pretty rare mask, as I was telling Scott, and it's starting to get a little latex rot. So I think we can go ahead and take these off now.
I feel like the guy in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And scare everybody.
Let me show you what I am used to, Fräulein.
Dude, that guy was terrifying in that movie. He had the weirdest face.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Woo.
Yes. Buzz Lightyear is. Scott Johansson.
Oh, look at that haircut.
It's a Buzz Lightyear.
I dropped my pen.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. I have to have my wife unzip me.
Actually, I like your hair messed up like that. Oh, that's weird. Your wife's going to unzip you? Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I can get out of this by myself. I'm going off camera.
Okay.
So now everyone's got to see me.
You got pants or underwear on under there?
I got pants.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And we're back.
Okay, we're back. Our first giveaway. We're going to be pulling 2 names for the minifigs, printed and generously donated by Jamie Sy. The sculptor of these amazing little figures is Nikola Stankovic. That's got to be it. And Jamie has exclusive rights, I think, to print these and sell them. There's some new ones that we don't have, so I want to throw these pictures up. There's some really cool ones that he just finished sculpting that are available. You can head over to Nicola's page, and I think they're $3 a piece each file.
Yes.
But if you don't feel like printing them, contact Jamie Sy, and I know he's printing up a bunch for Wonderfest is what the plan is. So maybe he's available to get some out early, but yeah. Thank you, Jamie.
I don't believe you didn't show the other 2 that were really good.
I'm going to show them. These are just
okay. Because the Phantom of the Opera was
Phantom of the Opera's
awesome,
good.
And the Igor is
Igor's
good too.
great. I love this darkness, and that creature from the Black Lagoon is fantastic. So yeah. Great stuff. I think, does that round out the Universals that he has?
I don't know if he did the Invisible Man.
I was just going to say, I think there's an Invisible Man missing. And maybe some little ancillary characters. Like Igor. I want that one. Wygor? From Son of Frankenstein. How do you say that?
It's Igor, you moron.
I said Igor first, but isn't it spelled weird? With like a Y?
Yes.
Yegor.
Yegor.
All right, anyway. Let's pull our names.
Let's.
Web window. Here we go. Clicking. And pulling 2 names. Spinning. Oh, let me write this down. Our first winner. We had a lot of entries for this. Sci-Fire. That's a pretty cool name.
English?
Sci-Fi.
Hmm.
Oh, and remember, if you do not contact us within the time span of the next episode, we'll have to give them to someone else. All right. Spinning again. Our second winner of the minifigs set. Paul Gill. Paul Gill. Congratulations, sir. Okay, now, couple things. I have noticed lately a lot of repeat winners immediately entering the next giveaway. We said it. We don't say it every episode, so maybe new people haven't seen it. If you have won something, please sit out a couple of them to give someone else a chance to win. We have a lot of stuff to give away coming up, and please, let's give everyone a chance. Especially with we got a lot of new listeners coming on and viewers, and we want to give everyone a chance. Now, Scott, I'm going to leave this up to you for this next one. We're doing the Holloway giveaway blowout extravaganza this episode. I am out of room, and I have a ton of stuff here that we're going to give away. And since it's my birthday on Halloween, we're going to throw a party. Everyone cares. But I'm going to give stuff away. It's like school. When you bring treats to school for everyone else for your birthday, it's just like that.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I know,
that's
it's kind of weird.
Backward, isn't it?
I think so. Kind of always. So I'm going to go through what this next episode, and here's how it's going to work. Scott, since it was your idea how to pull these names, you can explain while I get the first one prepped.
Okay, so you will, in the comments, say happy birthday, Jason. That way he thinks a lot of people like him. Okay. All right. And everyone that types in happy birthday, Jason, will be entered in the contest. And then Jason will have a list of all the prizes. He's going to show a lot of the prizes now.
Yeah, I think I can show them all.
And so what will happen is he will spin the wheel for a name. Then he will spin another wheel that has all the prizes on it. And so we'll spin for the name, and then we'll spin for your prize. And that's what you get.
Yeah, it's what you get.
And if you don't want it, then let us know. We won't send it to you. We'll say
no. We're not doing that.
Oh, you got it. Well,
you're still getting it. You're still going to get it. And if you want to work out a trade with someone, that's fine. Use the Discord, work out a trade. But if you don't like any of these, don't enter. How about that? We'll do that. So these are from Paul Gill. Mark Van Tine sculpted, I don't know if he sculpted one of them. But so the first one from Paul Gill will be given away is a Caesar. Dun, dun, dun. The second one from Paul Gill.
It's the second Caesar we've given away, isn't it?
No, I think it's first. Or
maybe we gave one away early on.
Long?
I think Paul donated one.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain is just...
See, Paul, I keep track.
The Spider-Man, who's actually a spider, is the next one.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the nice little bust. Some cool stuff you could do with that. So we have a Spider-Man that will be given away. So thank you, Paul Gill. That's the first two things.
He's going to drop something or hit his head.
I am going to drop something. I probably will hit my head. I'll probably do both. Next, from Pestilence Labs, a mini Hellboy bust will be the next one. I'll open that. I don't know how this is packed. I'll see if it's wrapped. Yeah. Well, no, I can get this out, I think. Dun, dun, dun. So we got a Hellboy to give away. Mini Hellboy. It's not that mini, actually. Compared to the other one, it is. So we have a mini Hellboy. Thank you, Pestilence Labs and Mark Worthley.
Button?
We'll do both real quick. Friends. Pestilence Labs. There's their button. Yay! And then Paul Gill's button. Did it work? Yay! All right. Next. These just came in, and these are awesome. From good friend Jason Tarpley. Have you met Jason before? I don't know if you ever.
Name is very familiar.
So
I'm not...
I just a quick throwback. Jason Tarpley He's been around a long time. But he was the very first person that ever contacted me through my website. Wasteyourlife.com. Wasteyourlife.com is my old website. For anyone that knows, it's still up. Totally antique. And wasteyourlife.com, and it's WTH Studios is my actual old thing. History on that. My dad would always say you're wasting your life, so I made a website out of it. The second thing was WTH Studios is what the hell, but it's from Alex Winter's show The Idiot Box, and there was an episode where an anvil was falling on people's heads, and that's where what the hell came from, because they always said what the hell, and an anvil fell on their head. Anyway, but Jason Tarpley was the first person to reach out to me and say, hey, how did you paint this? You got any tips? And I actually felt like I made it when someone found my website and was like, what the heck? But anyway, so Jason's an amazing painter and an amazing sculptor, it turns out. And he's been doing these really cool kind of like monster skull kind of creepy faces. So we got 2 of these, and I will set these are separate. They're not going to the same person. But Jason Tarpley, thank you so much. You could turn these into magnets. You could turn them into, a wall hanger, but these are fantastic. And we'll have all of Jason's contact info in the description. It's Leviathan's Forge on Facebook, I think is what it is. Almost positive. But yeah, he's got a bunch of these for sale and some really cool designs. I think I showed one of his before, but these will be given away. Next.
Tell me about Infinity Interrupt.
Oh boy. Infinity Interrupt's my old band.
Band, huh? What did you do in the band?
I was the singer. I was the vocalist.
Huh.
Check us out. We're still around. You want a CD? I got a bunch of them. I can send you a bunch of them.
You know what? Send a CD with every order that you ship out.
You know what? I'll find my box. From CG Blade. We got 2 kits from CG Blade. This is a pretty nice one, actually. It's a Catwoman, this first one. And it has this super fragile base, which it goes like this. It's like a brick base, but there's rebar sticking out of the bottom. So I don't want to drop that. And it comes with a cat.
Meow.
Meow. And it has... The Catwoman is actually sitting down, like petting the cat. I think it's... I don't want to open this up. It's more Michelle Pfeiffer style. I
don't want to open this up, but there he goes.
But I know I'm going to do it anyway because you can't really see through the plastic. I just want to get her face. It's a really nice kit. It's got a whip. Here's her. And she's kind of like, I think, licking herself because her tongue is out. So if you're into that sort of thing, there's a Catwoman kit. And then the other one that CG has given us is a She-Hulk bust. And that is in the style, this is a mega piece, I think. And it is in the style of Gina Carano. Really nice piece. And
I bet she is.
Yeah, she'd kick your butt, dude.
But
But I think she'd make a much better She-Hulk than what they ended up.
this will lead me to say that I guess I owe CG Blade a...
Oh no, save that for corrections.
Can't we just get it over with?
Oh, I guess. Go ahead. We have a correction.
So, I was giving him a little crap because he sent Jason something last year as a gift. And it slipped my mind that he did send me some cool photos, Universal Monster photos, and it slipped my mind. So I'm so... I'm so... I was... Anyway, sorry about that, buddy. But thanks for the kits. They look really cool, actually.
Not the kits, the pictures.
No, I'm thanking for the kits.
The kits. Oh, yes. Okay.
What do we have here? Boobies?
Okay. I have to...
Oh, that's big.
Will we get in trouble? Yes. So this is... Dan Cherney got one of these at the barbecue. We have 2. And these are from Ellie Raphael and Shane from Zots. And it is Gorgona, I think. So it's like a Medusa chick. I do not have instructions. There's tons of pieces. It's a naked chick. You might get this behemoth. It comes with this giant bow and arrow thing. Like, it's massive. It's quarter scale massiveness. And it's going to go to somebody. So you have that. And then From the mystery donor, there's a paintbrush set up for grabs. And I'm not going to give all these away, but I'm going to hand out some of these. Some paper models as well. So I might put these in with your pack. I might send them. I might give somebody else something. But a bunch of paper models. And some other little stuff I'll probably throw in there. So type happy birthday, Jason. That sounds weird with me saying it. And you'll be entered into the Halloween giveaway blowout. Getting all this stuff out of here so we can make room for some other cool stuff we got coming. Scott, do you want to mention those other upcoming ones, or you want to wait?
Oh, sure, if you like. Sure. Well, are we getting ready to get into news and reviews? Because we can segue into that.
Blip, blip, blip. News and reviews.
Okay, so we'll segue into it. That's how I am.
You're a segwayer.
I'm a segwayer.
Oh, wait, it's going to give me a chance. Oh, wait, you're out of focus. It's going to give me a chance to use the new buttons.
All right. Oh, we're just going to get over here with this. All right. Okay. So one of our future giveaways will be from our friends there at Typhon, the Nosferatu bust.
You got really quiet for some reason.
Oh. So the Nosferatu bust, we're going to be giving this away very soon. I don't know when, but very soon. Thanks to Mike Calvert for that. Man, Mike's got another piece coming that I can't say anything. Well, I can say anything about it. I can't just tell you what it is, but it's really, really a nice looking piece.
Okay.
Another Jaeger doohickey there. So I also got these from Mike, but I believe they will be available then through our good friend Pestilence Labs.
Do I have to push the button again?
No, screw him.
I'll push the button. Why not? Let's give it a try.
And
not working. There we go.
Oh.
Pestilence Labs. Mark Worthley. Find him on Facebook.
So,
oh, wait, I didn't hit the Typhon button. I have an official Typhon button. Why didn't I hit that?
Because you suck.
I do suck. There's the Typhon Studios. Find the Insider Group on Facebook as well.
Okay. So, as far as news and reviews, I also got one of these for myself.
All right.
Comes with a really nice little art print here, which I really want to frame this. This is cool.
That is really nice.
Except for it's not a standard size because it came from overseas. And they use that other crazy system over there.
I keep hitting the wrong button back.
So it's like some bizarro size for frames here, but I'll get something. But so that comes with this beautiful bad boy right here.
Let me hit the button again. So I'm testing out the new camera system, the new screen system, editing on the fly. Hey, that looks beautiful. I've seen a few of those built up in the last few days too. That's a great creature book.
Yeah, and it's a nice. So what this is, for those of you wondering, this is the same bust that comes with Mike's Millicent kit, and they added eyes and a base, and voila,
nice
instant model. So we're going to be giving one of those away as well. Not this episode, but soon.
Soon, cool. How heavy is that? It's all solid, right? Like that's a nice.
Yeah, they're all solid.
Cool. Excellent.
So again,
those will be on a future giveaway episode.
Yeah, and not too far in the future. I don't think we're going to save them forever, but I don't know. We're going to save them for at least an episode. So.
Cool. All right. First thing I want to talk about some YouTube channels. Jerry Frade, often gallery contributor at the end of the show. Some great stuff that he paints. He started a YouTube channel. So it's called Just Paint It. And I'll have the link for that down below as well. Thanks, Jerry Frade, for always sending stuff in. He just hit me up with some other stuff that'll be in there. And check out his channel. Subscribe, which reminds me, everyone, please subscribe to our channel as well. And hit that like button, even if you hate us. We appreciate it. Yeah, you know. And also subscribe and ring the bell to Jerry Frade's channel. And
yeah, and Jerry always gives us a shout out. And
yeah, we appreciate it.
We appreciate it. And also, subscribe.
I think one of these days we need to do an episode or just all of our YouTube people and just list them out. Because there's a few now. It's pretty
Yeah, I know we have Brent Krug.
Mm-hmm.
He's been working on the Millicent that I just mentioned. He's got like 5 parts, I think, up now. And we talk with Brent. I've talked with Brent now the last 4 or 5, not 4 or 5, 3 or 4 Saturdays.
And I think the next 3 Saturdays I'm out as well. I know. The next one, Chuck Homolka sent this in. It's a Monster Hobbies Monster Model Dungeon. Unboxing videos, builds, how-tos, and contests. So Monster Hobbies Monster Model Dungeon. Check this channel out. Give it a like and subscribe as well. We need more Garage Kid stuff on YouTube. We need a lot more of us to show up on there and start pumping out stuff. There's tons of Warhammer. There's tons of miniatures. Let's get more Garage Kid stuff on there. And especially with 3D printing, painting that stuff is great. All right, what do you got here, Scott?
And as always, I want to mention a shout out to another guy that mentions us all the time.
Absolutely.
Rob Madison, Monster Model Review.
Yep.
One of the nicest guys in the hobby too. So
not one of the.
I think he's the.
I think he's the.
I don't know. I'm not dead yet.
Yet. It's the. Okay. So what do you got here? Teenage something?
Silver Screen Icon. Think is the name of it. God, don't kill me, Saul, if I'm wrong. Saul Alvarez.
Okay.
And sculpted by Mark Van Tine. And yeah, I was a teenage werewolf.
Awesome.
And they're really nice, and it's, I'm not saying it can't be done, but I will say this. When you look at what can be done here in clay still with fur texturing, that's a hard print. I still like the fur better when it comes in clay. I really do. I have to say, yeah, so look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Saul's putting this out?
Saul's putting that out.
Okay.
You reach him on Facebook.
We'll link to him below as well.
And I'm not sure the pricing and all that yet, but
yeah,
there it is.
Quick little coming out. The new Amazing Figure Modeler magazine is out. Dun dun dun. And it just yesterday?
Yes.
Today's the 25th, so it came out on the 24th. What I've seen so far, I just downloaded it today, and then what I've seen people share on Facebook, wow. Gordon's piece, wow. It's almost like a sequel to his old noir, and you have to like it. It's Humphrey Bogart is in there.
Yeah. Just this whole thing, and I the only gripe I have.
Oh, here we go.
Now, so they show this beautiful piece on the cover, okay, by Olivia, which she sculpted.
Which I was, what?
Yes. Okay.
I hate people like that.
And I look at that and go, that's fantastic. And then I realize it's going to be released through Sideshow, so maybe we could all pool our money and buy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I get it, and I'm just bitching. But it's a beautiful piece.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's really nothing I would probably buy, but I look at it and go, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
So
that is Neil DeConte's got a lot of people have some really cool stuff in this issue. So
there's beautiful stuff. There's links.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. I didn't see a link to Steve's article, but we did. I thought link Steve's article an episode or two ago.
We'll get it. Mm-hmm.
So, but there is a video to go with Steve's article as well. And
so head over to Amazing Figure Modeler and download it.
And man, we're moving up. I think we're on page 122 now.
That's cool. That's really cool. I for some reason I'm still listed as I see all the messages that come to Amazing Figure Modeler. And I'm like, I try not to do anything, so I don't know. Great. Terry and Dave, keep it going, man. These are fantastic. Next from Goodfellas Resin. This just came to us like minutes before. we went live here today. This is Kyle Reese from the Terminators and Terminator 1. The Terminator. And they have this, it's sculpted by Jeff Yeager, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And you got all the info.
And there it is, Goodfellow. If you're interested in this kit, head over to Goodfellows Resin. They have a group on Facebook. Again, we'll have that link below. If you're interested in purchasing it, you have to do it through Angelo Valletta. And the base, I don't know. Do you think the pictures are going to come with the base?
Yes, the picture
okay.
and the video. I think he said in the little videotape box.
Okay, cool.
Are going to come. Yeah,
because that's awesome. I love that little detail. That's going to be perfect on this. And it's a great likeness, Jeff. Wait, have we talked about this before? Have you seen Terminator?
Yes.
Oh my God, yay.
Although I wasn't as enamored with Terminator as everybody else was.
I like Terminator.
Because it looked like stop motion animation.
It was.
At the end.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, it was.
And I thought Terminator 2 was a way better film.
Yeah.
Visually, it was better. I don't know. I like the second one way better. But that's
I think I like the first one better.
And I haven't seen any beyond the first two.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. But this is a great piece. They also have this other. They have it print that it's not molded yet. But this is a very unique take on Darth Vader. It is a samurai Vader, and the detail on this thing, that cape alone, and the armor. Oh my God, I love that mask.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great piece to just have.
And then right back to my statement. This is something I'm not saying it couldn't be done in clay, but man, can you imagine trying to do that cape detail in clay?
Or even just, the cape detail and the just those pieces coming off the helmet would be so hard to get the right thickness and cast and all that stuff. So, man. Good stuff from Goodfellows Resin coming. Check them out on Facebook and support them. The more garage kits, the better.
We also have from our friend Lace Lee.
Ooh, what's he got?
The guy that's after my heart. James Cagney.
Wait, he's trying to kill you or like
that too?
Oh, okay.
James Cagney, Public Enemy. And I'm gonna have to call Lace out on this because Rick Lindy called him out on this.
Uh-oh.
Who I met this weekend, a really nice guy. This is actually from a still from the movie Angels with Dirty Faces, which is like, for all us James Cagney lovers, we love Angels with Dirty Faces. But this is the Public Enemy as well, and another Hollywood classic. So I can't wait till Lace starts. Get a hold of him. I don't know what the deal is as far as, him selling these and stuff, but
Lace, sell.
You dirty rat. So anyway, there you go.
Awesome. Next, I have to pull down the overhead cam. Which,
of course you do.
Did I pull this out? Nope. Good. All right. Monument Hobbies. If anyone has not heard of Monument Hobbies, they are, first of all, go to their Facebook page and watch their commercial. It's one of the best commercials I've seen in a while. Monument Hobbies gets it. They are an American company. Paint, hobby tools, all sorts of little things, and they don't take themselves seriously. And they get it. I don't know how to explain it. Go watch the commercial. You'll understand what I'm talking about. But great stuff, great paint. I talked about their paint before. I have it all right here. I have the old set before they changed the bottles out to bigger bottles. And I'm looking forward to replacing each one of those. But they had they fired a shot across the bow at one of the bigger gaming companies that GW would be their initials. And GW just came out with a bunch of new tools, and their sprue clippers were $50. They're notorious for having very expensive everything. And sprue cutters, depending on where you get them from, Xuron, Godhand, they can range between, $5 or free with your resin printer, all the way up to $70, $100 from Godhand. Those are the free ones that come with it. But So they made a big thing about their new ones coming out, and they're $50, and they came out with a new tool line. So Miami and Hobbies said, hey, for $50, you can get this whole little set of things. So I ordered it because I thought it was funny the way they did their ad, and took a shot at these guys. So real quick, overhead cam, I want to, wow, it's really yellow here. What is happening?
Cirrhosis.
Oh, I know why. Yes. Hey, I was jaundiced as a kid. I had to be put under the light.
I'm sure you
I
did.
think I am a little. So I ordered that set, and I wanted to real quick just go over some of the tools that came. So these are their cutters, and man, this lighting looks terrible. I opened it up before. This is if you look, I don't have my other ones here. They don't have a very fine point, but I still really like them. They fit in your hand. They feel really good. The spring works really well. And I think for these, they cut it off to the side.
Watch him cut his headphone wire.
Nope. Ooh, that'd be funny. So I'm going to just cut something real quick. There isn't a lot of... I have some sprues. Scott, you see that? Sprues. And I have... Ooh, almost dropped it. I have my cutters. They cut really well. There's a nice snip to them. And there isn't a lot, and I want to get up as close as I can. It flush cuts really well. There isn't like a squish to it. It doesn't bend. It's a good snip on there. And that stuff goes flying when you cut it. Great cutters. They feel really well. It feel really nice in your hand. For detail stuff, it might be a little thick. These are I think are gonna be my go-to for thicker sprues for stuff. Okay,
I'm waiting until you step on that piece in your barefoot.
It's gone. No, you know who will step on it? Jamie will, because she always comes in here and goes, "Ow, why don't you clean up the floor?" I'm like, "Don't come in here then." But these are great cutters. They really are, and they're pretty cheap too. Let me pull up the price. Actual price, $50 for this whole set, but the actual sprue cutters, edit here, $16.99 for $17. You're getting a really nice set of cutters, like really nice. Okay, so that's the sprue cutters. The other, let me get rid of the package. The next thing that comes in that little set for $50, $49.99, is this, and I took it out of the package to test it. And this is their retractable hobby cutter. Scott, check this out. Okay. This is the kind of hobby cutter that, you know, the girls around here carry on the bus to slice someone, to cut a bitch. So the cool thing about this, Scott, tell me what the best thing about this is, Scott, for me specifically.
Well, because you drop shit all the time.
Correct.
If you remember to put the blade in,
okay,
all the way in, and you drop that, it won't go through your foot.
It won't go through my foot for 3 reasons. So it's a retractable blade. Now, I want to give a shout out. Again, I've talked about this before. This is my X-Acto knife from 4th grade. I'm never getting rid of this. This is everything I've ever made since 4th grade. I've used this X-Acto knife. The problem with this X-Acto knife is that the blade comes out pretty easy. I have to tighten it down super far, but I'm never getting rid of this. This is a great cutter, however. The first time I opened it, I was holding it like this, and I pushed it, thinking it was coming out a different way, and I almost put that through my finger. But the best thing about this is it's flat. It's not going to roll off your table. So it's made to stay flat. It's not going to roll off, and it's weighted towards the back. So if I do drop it like I drop everything else, it's going to fall blade up and not down. So it's flat.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
I know it comes with some blades.
It does. It came with some
But are
extra
those
blades.
the same as the standard X-Acto blades?
They look almost exactly like standard X-Acto blades. And here's how you swap it out. I know you'll have to watch the episode because it's hard for you to see when I have the overkit at. This thing pops off, like, so you can see. And the blade just kind of clips in and out. Okay. And it's a great cutter. Like,
hey, you could cut a bitch.
Good. So, excellent hobby cutter. The next thing that came in the pack, and this is my original Games Workshop one, my mold line scraper. Okay. Now, I hated the handle on it. So what I did with the handle is covered it in gaffer's tape. Because what I like to use this, and so Scott, so you can see, is I kind of do it like this. And the other handle was so skinny, it just doesn't, my hands are terrible. I know I'm a young kid, but I use it like this, right? And I want to be able to hold it and scrape that way. So adding that tape really kind of helps me. I'm still going to be using this one, I think, for really thick things like hard sprues. This one's really nice. The only problem I have with it is same kind of as the other one, but Scott, can you see that now?
Yeah,
right.
I'm looking at the pictures online.
Okay, so you're looking at the pictures online. So this is more like one of those kind of like sculpting tools is what it feels like. It
yeah,
has
that's
the
what I
textured
thought it
grip.
was.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's made to, and where'd those sprues go again? It's made to kind of scrape by pulling down the seam line. And they said you can use it on resin. You could use it on plastic. So I think like even for resin kits, if you were just trying to get rid of some mold lines that are real kind of just easy, this will scrape off really well. And it's both of them are angled depending on which direction you have to use it. Like if you're trying to get into a corner or if you're trying to get into, let's see if I get that real close. It's a real nice, the cool thing about this part, it's got a nice weight to it. It feels like it was well made, which sometimes tools just don't feel well made. And I'm really, really liking this. So I want to try it on a resin kit at some point, but I have one. What do I have? I don't have a resin kit sitting around. I should, but I don't. Oh, I do.
What are you talking about? You just talked about 3 giveaways.
All right. So even for resin prints.
Yeah, how's it do with the nubs?
Oh, it takes the nubs right off. Yeah, does good with nub removal. So nub removal, they scrape off. So yeah, give it a try. And the final thing that came with the set is a really nice cutting pad. Self-healing. All black. And I think I'm going to use this now to like take pictures of things on. And it says Hobby Nerd on there, Monument Hobbies, but a great safe self-healing cutting pad. I know the one that Games Workshop sells is about half the size of this and probably double the price. But this is a great small, if you need just a little small working tab, it's perfect instead of one of these giant ones.
And apparently it fits in their go bag.
Yeah.
Go bag.
Yes, it does. I think all that's, they kind of think things through and they have that little go bag. And I couldn't be happier. For $50, you got some great tools. I think for me, I think I'm going to switch back to the regular camera for us. I think for the best thing about this set, Christmas is coming up, right? If you have a kid that you're trying to get into hobbies, into modeling, $50, you get sprue cutters, a scraper, a cutting pad, and you can't go wrong. And a hobby knife that's safe. I mean, what's scary, and I don't know. Scott, when's the first time you touched a razor blade as a kid? Do you remember? Like, when were you, like, you had one of your own?
Oh, I don't remember. My brother was a graphic artist, so I was introduced to them at a very young age.
Right.
And taught to respect them at a very young age, too. So,
yeah. The thing that, like, I think about that all the time. Like, when I was young, I had a razor blade. I had an X-Acto knife. I used it all the time. Right. I couldn't imagine giving these to my students these days. They would disappear in a second and I'd be in big trouble. Like, I don't even trust them with it. But if you know a kid that's coming up, this little hobby set is a perfect Christmas gift. Get them this set with a model kit. Boom. You got cutters. This cutter.
I want to say that anybody that goes to this site that wants to get me something, there's a Monument Tools personality adjustment device that's a little awesome? Out of my price range.
Okay, I don't want to ruin what it is. Everybody head over to the site.
I'm sitting there reading it. I looked at that and I go, what the hell is that? And then I looked at it like, oh my God.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a great company. They totally have a sense of humor. And their paint is awesome. They got some 3 new washes the other day. Oh, wait, I don't have my overhead cam on anymore. 3 new washes that they have put out. Their paint is fantastic. If you head over to my personal YouTube channel, when I was painting the Ghost of Castel Marais, I used almost all Monument paints. Check them out. It's a great company. I really, really like. They're out of Phoenix, so even if you're in the Phoenix, Arizona area, stop in, see if you can.
What exactly is Drunken Brush Goop?
That is brush soap to clean your brushes,
And condition them.
Yeah, brush conditioner probably.
So it'll like hold the shape then and dry like that.
Yep, it's this kind of stuff.
I'm really liking all natural brush cleaner and conditioner made by unicorns in Arizona.
Yeah, it's great company. I keep it up, Monument Hobbies. I think you're going far, and it's just amazing stuff. And again, perfect Christmas gift for a kid that you're trying to get into Monument. I was thinking about it. I'm going to reach out to him at some point. I gave him a heads up that I was going to do a review, and I'll send him a link to the time that we started talking about it, so they don't have to suffer through the rest of us.
Oh, I'm going through the site. I'm like, oh, this is cool stuff here.
Yeah, they got good stuff. Good hobby tools, everything else. Okay, next, I'm going to put the overhead cam back on. I picked up another paint set from Vallejo to go along with the fairy set that I already had. So the fairy, watch it. The fairy set and the Malefic flesh sets. Okay. And I love these colors. They're like really, really cool. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put the overhead camera here. And again, I apologize for the yellow. I forgot to push a button on the other side. Some really kind of cool, like toned down flesh colors. I'm really excited for this pale and this white flesh and the cold, which is kind of like a gray for like sea creatures or dark elves or something like that. Some great sets in there. Some great colors. So again, Vallejo, go back to us. Vallejo's paint set. I got it on Amazon, so pretty easy to get. Same with the fairy set. I think that does it for, oh no. I got one thing in the mail. You've talked about it before, so I'm not going to really do it. But again, Pestilence Labs, third time they're coming up. Can you see my seal? Did you break your seal, Scott?
You were right there. We did a video on this.
I don't remember things. I'm getting sealed.
I cut the bottom.
So I got my Godzilla box art. Dun dun dun. Let me put it on overhead. Let me pop this out. So unboxing Godzilla overhead cam. Dun. Does that bother you that I just ripped the bubble wrap like that?
No. You're a house ape. When you drop that thing, I'm gonna laugh. Mine is still on the table from when we did the review.
Are you serious?
I still haven't put it away. Yeah.
All right. This is taking up a lot of space. Let me try and redo this. All right. So there we go. There's the body. It doesn't even fit in the cam the way we have to have it on here.
Look at that. It looks just like mine.
Looks just like yours. So I did get mine in the mail. I'm not going to beleaguer it, but thank you, Mark. Pestilence Labs. I love this kit. I love this. This is probably the Godzilla Aurora kit was probably my biggest like inspiration as a kid from my uncle's collection, and then seeing them in the local hobby store. And to have one that matches the box art, I love it. So thank you, Pestilence Labs, for again another awesome, amazing kit.
Do you still have your uncle's?
I still have my uncle's upstairs. It is the
was it the green plastic or was it the fuchsia?
It's the fuchsia.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you got to will that to me.
Oh, you're dying before me, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not yellow. I'm a space ranger.
Dude, I am kind of always jaundiced, though. That's not good. And I have a
maybe you should drink just a little bit less.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, where's the fun in that? If I'm going out, there's like at some point, there's like
Speaking of yellow. I do want to mention this. Okay.
You made another dragon, huh?
I made another dragon. Well, our good friend Virginia wanted one, and I kept forgetting to do it. So she wanted a purple one, but I did not have purple filament. So I said, all right, you're stuck with whatever I give you. So you had mentioned that you had dug into that box of filament Jamie sent us for Christmas last year.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, let me see what's in there. And so I saw this color. I go, man, I bet it would look cool like this. And it really does look cool like this. So I printed one for Virginia, and I liked it so much I printed a second one for me. So
Cool.
So now I have two.
All right.
And my wife says you should print them for all the grandkids. And it's like, how long do you think one of these would last in the hands of a child? I don't know. Let's give Jason one and we'll find out.
You're so mean to me. Wait, I'm going to test this. You won't be able to hear it. But everyone in the crowd can hear it. That's awesome. But he can't hear any of it, which sucks. All right, workbench, Scott. Workbench.
Okay.
I have to get something. Hold on 1 second.
So you ask it, then you walk.
Are you still talking? All right,
I
workbench.
do like the gold. Okay.
Dude, I do it. Okay.
Oh. Workbench, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. All right. Workbench. Scott, have you built anything?
You know, I know you're not going to believe this. And unfortunately,
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor.
During the Discord, I did a little bit of putty work I had left to do on my Mad Labs Tiny Terror Godzilla. Which, incidentally, I have received permission to cast and reissue the Mad Labs Godzilla.
Who gave you
Tiny
this
Terror.
permission?
Mike's widow, Danya.
The ghost of Mike Parks? Did he jump in? And
Yes. So I still have to work some things out with her, but it looks like that's going to happen.
Awesome.
And what I would like to do, I'd like some input on this. I would like to scan it, and so I can enlarge it, and then have someone sculpt Mike's likeness on the foot of the Godzilla.
Yes.
Now, I'm not talking huge, but I'm talking. So if a Tiny Terror is like this, I'm talking maybe like this.
Dude,
okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that idea? Is it something you'd buy?
I think that is a lovely tribute to Mike, number one, and a great idea. And Danya, thank you for letting this happen.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
We're still working out details, but it looks like it's going to go.
Okay.
I'm waiting for her to call me because that's how we operate. But,
okay.
Yeah, she said that sounded fantastic. So there you go.
Oh, that's
She was a little unsure about enlarging it, about what the interest would be. So that's why I'm kind of curious. I'd like to gauge it and see what we
do. Okay, so I don't have it's upstairs. So yeah, I think if it's about that tall, right?
The one that it is?
The one that it is. Yeah. So if you went like double the size it is, I think would be perfect. Because I think the problem with those is it gets lost a little bit in a collection. Because when I put it with my Godzilla stuff, you can't really see it. It's kind of lost in there. If you double the size
with more of the same.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing with it being small, it would be very hard, it would be very hard to see Mike's likeness on there.
Right.
Not to art direct your piece, but I'm going to. But bigger would make that more visible.
Yeah.
Right. So, and easier to do. That's cool. That is very cool. I still want the zombie Mike though.
Oh, with the trophy?
Yeah, I still want that. I still want that to happen. So, miss that guy.
Great guy.
Yeah. Dang it.
Great guy. So hopefully that's going to happen. Yeah, I know there's a lot of other things I got in the works, but that's an easy one.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well, we'll see. You did some putty stuff. That's fantastic.
I did some putty stuff. I have to glue some fins back on because I think I'm going to paint it with the fins on.
Okay.
So I have to epoxy some fins on. I'm not worried about seaming where the fins go in because it is what it is. It's a super different. But then I'm going to prime it, and then maybe in 10 years or so, I'll paint it.
Actually, you could prime it gray and throw a black wash on there and be like,
yeah,
it's kind of done. As far as building, I've been building some stuff, more miniature stuff to get out of the way. I'm trying to clear out stuff. I ran into another Jupiter problem. it was a firmware issue and a memory stick issue, which Elegoo got back to me and said you should not be using anything over 8 gigabyte sticks in the Jupiter. Other people have done it with no issue, but of course, with my luck, there was an issue, and then I had to restall. So it's like 3 times I've already been on the emails with Elegoo, but
I use a 12 on the Jupiter, not the Jupiter.
On the Saturns. I have had no
I know
problems.
you can't go big on the Saturns either.
I have 32s on there, I think.
Yeah.
But this just, I don't know. I don't get it.
But anyway, this is the only 4 I have. But I do have a 4, so I'm covered. So
my bigger workbench thing is I want to talk about, and this is kind of like a warning out to people, and it's a buyer beware sort of thing. And Brian Clark contacted me and wanted me to print something for him. And he's all worried that it was a problem. It was not like, I didn't get mad. Nothing's wrong. Brian, chill your anxiety. So
no. Tell him what you told me, that screw that guy. All he wants is for me to print shit for him. I'm tired of him. I'd rather feed him, and we know what a chore that would be. Why don't you tell him that's exactly what you told me?
If that was the case, that would be fine. I'd love to print for him all the time.
I hate to feed him.
Oh no, we had a major malfunction. Hold on. We had a major malfunction. What happened up here?
No, last time I heard someone say we have a major malfunction, I was watching the Challenger.
The Challenger explode. Hey, where were you when that happened? I know exactly where I was.
I was watching because it was the day after the Bears parade. And really? I was watching that live. I was downstairs watching that live in my den at the time. And
wait, how old are you?
23.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was in 6th grade. And
yeah. I just happened to have the TV on. I had just gotten up and I was watching it. I watched the whole thing live. And when I saw that thing blow up, I'm like, holy crap. And then it's like, then you hear the guy go, we have a major malfunction or whatever he said. And I'm like, you fucking think? Okay. And then they're panning to that poor teacher's parents looking up there like, oh, what just happened? And it was like, it was terrible.
Well, that was, I was in 6th grade and my teacher had given me a note to bring down to the office. And I walked into the office at elementary. I was in 6th grade and the principal and the 2 secretaries had a TV pulled out because there was a teacher going into space. So they're all watching it. And I looked at all of them and their faces were just white. Like what the heck? And I looked at them, I go, what happened? They're like, the space shuttle blew up. And on the TV, it was just pieces falling on the ground. Oh man, that's.
Oh yeah. As soon as it was, yes. It was.
Okay. So before the major malfunction, my arm fell out. Oh my God. All right. So Brian and everybody, I think a lot of people, and I'll put a picture up here of the piece, is this Batman versus Superman. It is an amazing looking sculpture in ZBrush. And the person was selling it from his ArtStation account. And I actually it's on his CG Trader account as well. Okay. So anyone, and my warning was going to be, make sure you buy something from a reputable, and I'm not saying this guy's not reputable. He's an amazing sculptor. What's his name? Do you have the picture there? It's Daner. It's a very either Russian or Ukrainian name. Daner Jolbeshk. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't say it. But amazing sculpture. And that's why I think when Brian saw it, he was like, this is amazing. I got to have this kit because it's awesome. And it's listed as for sale for STLs. STL is the file you use to print. So he sends it to me and I print all the parts and I get to this last piece and I'm like, it didn't print right. And I threw out the other piece because I ended up having to have Tony Cipriano fix the leg. And I thought I was done. But what happened was, and I'm going to put this overhead cam back on. Uh-oh. Did I break my camera? Overhead cam's on. And the white balance is fixed again. Damn it. All right. So what happened was, I think when the sculptor made this, a lot of sculptors will just make stuff in ZBrush with no plans of ever printing it. And then they'll just sell the STL files. So I think what happened with this is that's what the sculptor did. It was not optimized for printing at all. And a couple things went wrong. The first thing I noticed it went wrong, and you'll notice this is in a different color because I ended up having Tony fix this. And the sculptor had said he had fixed it, but it's still, I couldn't get the file the way he sent it. Didn't work. So what happened was the sculptor put, the way things work in ZBrush is you kind of put layers. You make a piece and then stick it into the other piece. So I think what he did was he made the legs and made the boots and kind of plugged the boots onto the legs and then made the trunks of Superman's outfit and kind of put them over the legs. Because when I went through Chitu Box, there was gaps underneath here and here to where it was like, there was gaps. So it ended up being an island underneath that I would never see. To explain it a little better, it's the same thing I found out on Batman's taint right here. So when he put the shorts on Batman, look at his taint, Scott. Look at his taint. All right. It didn't print because there was this giant gap. So I had to fill that in with putty. And there was like here. So it was like this piece on top of another piece.
How much time did you spend there?
A long time. A long time. So and then there's another layer that showed up in there that's not supposed to be there. And I don't know if that was a Chitu Box error or something else. And then you'll notice with Batman, it looks great right here. Look, can you see that, Scott? Batman looks awesome. Like everything looks great until I turned it this way. And I don't know if you can see in there, Scott. Can you see that there's like
I can see that. Yeah.
So there is like a plane that goes across from his arm to his emblem. And I don't know, that wasn't in the original thing. And I don't know if Chitu Box just spit it out weird. But if you hold it the way it's supposed to, you don't see it. But that has to come off. This kind of printed okay. But here's the big problem that I didn't notice until I took everything off. Scott, what do you think the problem is?
Well, I can tell you what the problem is. The head don't go through the cape.
The head does not fit through the cape. So the way his arm is, I'm going to put this on screen so everyone can see it. The way his arm is, the head doesn't fit through here at all. It's not in pieces. So the only way for this to actually work as a kit was that head has to come off. You might be able, and I told Brian already, and you can't twist it in there. I'm afraid it's going to break. You might be able to heat this enough and kind of wedge it in there somehow, which I'm going to try and do. The other way, you might have to cut his head off and put it on. It doesn't work.
Okay, so couldn't you? Let me see the cape.
Hold on. Here's Superman. I started priming the cape already. Same thing.
What are you painting this thing for him too?
Well, no, because I had a problem with the cape. I'm going to reprint it, I think. But it came out so stretch lines. I don't know, can you see them?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A little bit. So I'm going to sand that. I was just trying to sand them out. And yeah, I started prepping Superman. But same thing with Superman. It doesn't fit over his head at all. This you might be able to warm up and get on there.
Yeah, but you're going to scratch your paint job up doing it.
Right. So you'd have to do it before and then glue it together. And then it doesn't work. Here's the other thing that doesn't work. These two pieces. So Superman's arm Superman's supposed to be holding Batman around the neck. You can kind of wedge his hand in there. You can get it in there, but it doesn't connect all the way. It doesn't connect all the way. So how do you do that? I think you might have to heat this and kind of poke it in there. It gets there a little bit if you twist it.
Let me ask you this. If the cape was on the Batman, would it fit?
There's the other problem. So if Batman's cape is on there, yes, actually, his fingers might get in the way. So it's like, I don't even know how you do this. Like, I don't know if it's worth saving for Brian. I don't know if anyone has some suggestions. It's kind of a mess. And then the other part for this kit, it kind of holds together by itself. Watch me drop it. Is the way Superman. So the only way to do this, I think, is you have to keep it in parts. Because to position Superman's legs the right way and then Batman's legs the right way to get it to like work right. And then I know this is kind of hard to do. I'm going to go back to get it like to work like this. And then plus the capes to work right. It's not made for printing. And you can kind of see I had the same thing happened on his cape or on the Superman emblem. It's like the emblem the emblem was put over, come on, zoom. The emblem was put over his muscles. So there's a giant gap underneath and that didn't print the right way. So it's just it's one of those learning experience kits, I think, and print jobs that I feel bad for Brian. Like it's such a cool looking piece. I think if the sculptor went and said, okay, this is for printing, I'm going to piece it out the right way and make sure it locks together. All that, like the arms should be able to come off. The hands should come off. The heads should come off. The cape should be in a couple different pieces at least. Or if you kept them that way, you have to make sure the heads come off. The arms on Batman need to come off. The hands do, definitely. So you can get it in there the right way.
Or put the head and the cape as one.
Yeah, or put, yes, that would
well,
work
that would
too.
be hard to print though.
Yeah, it'd be hard. I mean, and that's how this had to be printed like this. Right? So it was weird. So anyway, moral of the story. If you're buying something from anywhere, double check and see if someone has printed it already. A lot of times reputable 3D people will have print pictures out like with on the site on Cults or on My Mini Factory or on CG Trader. They'll have examples of printed examples on there. And that's what you kind of want to look for. Stuff right off of ArtStation of people just selling the files. Like this would be a great, if you're just looking for an like a ZBrush file to mess around with, it comes with that. But man, it's such a, I know it's hard to see because of what I cast it in, but it's beautiful. Like it's it's beautiful. And I don't know what to do with it. But Brian, I tried. I'm still working on it a bit. I'm going to try and clean this up a little bit for you, but I tried. And it's one of those just nothing you can do kind of things.
No, and I've showed I've showed Wells done a few things that he's had to fix. But the good thing is I have access to him.
Yeah.
And he's fixed anything I've asked him to fix. So yeah.
And this is tough to print too. It's not tough, but it's like I got a ton of stretching lines in this, and I don't know why, because I didn't get them in anything else.
How'd you orient it?
I think I did it this way.
Did you tip it at all?
I did it this way.
Did you tilt it at all? Though?
I did. I had it like this.
More supports.
Well, I think what I'm going to do, I redid it and I'm supporting it. I think this. So
like the underneath of the cape, put a lot there.
Yeah, that's what I kind of had most of them there, but it's just, I don't even know if it's worth at this point. I'll see what Brian wants to do, but that's the workbench. I've been working hard on this one thing, which just, it's a failure. It bothers me because I don't like giving up on stuff, but
you know how I feel doing this show.
Yeah, shut up. Jerk. Okay. That's the workbench. Anything else workbench related? No. I was going to do show and tell this episode was what it was going to be. I am going to show and tell one thing. Someone had mentioned in the comments in the YouTube channel, what's the foot we get to look at in the background? What's the piece to that? And that piece, this foot right here. And the kit that it goes to, this is Prime. Please don't drop it. Please don't drop it. Please don't drop it. Is this. And this is the Monkey King from Mana Studios. I'll put a link up. And this foot goes in here like that. So that's what that piece is. The monkey. I love this piece. My original plan on painting, which it's long ago. I did a review on this for AFM. Mana Studios, great company. And my original plan was to do kind of like, I know you won't know, but the new Street Fighter games kind of have like a watercolor sumi-e look to them, like the Japanese paint style. And that's kind of what I was going to do with this, even though this is Chinese. But the Monkey King, that's where that piece goes to, from Mana Studios. The sculptor, I forgot his name, and I know, and it wasn't listed on the website when I went to look, but it goes like that. Let's see. Cool little kit. Actually, big kit. 1/6 scale. Love it. All right, Scott. Voicemails, emails.
I have a question for you, Mr. Yes. Experience Modeler.
Yes.
So I opened up my Aves the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And the one half had started like there was some brown on it and hardened. What do you do with that? Just peel it off?
Yeah, peel it off, throw it out. It gets old. That's what happens.
But you can still use what's left.
Yeah, you can still use what's left. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Voicemails, emails, and corrections. We did our correction already. We have no voicemails and we have no emails this episode.
Man, CG his phone must be dead.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, you know what? It's a busy time of year. Fall, people are getting back to work, back to school. It's okay.
Yeah, don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah, exactly. And email, if you want to leave a voicemail, phone number is 708-816-4299. 708-816-4299. The email for the show is modelclubtv@gmail.com. modelclubtv@gmail.com. And the Discord, I got to get a Discord thing still. There'll be a link down below. Join our Discord. Some great stuff going on there. And that's the show.
Do people need an invite to join the Discord?
No, I think you just click on the link that I put at the bottom of in the description here for this episode.
All right.
So you can send an invite. Anyone can send an invite, I think. Unless I set something wrong.
No, you can.
Okay. So, Scott, that's the show. What have we learned?
We need to be better prepared. Yeah.
Always. I need to fix stuff and be careful on the 3D print.
I need to take a lot more interest in what's going on here.
Hey, no one figured out what I said last week in the bleeped part.
Oh, somebody did.
Oh, somebody did?
Yeah.
How'd you find out?
They asked me what you said, and I did.
Oh, you
tell
told
them what you said,
okay.
And then they said, "That's what I thought." Okay, so
wait, who said that? Who?
I'm not going to mention either of the Worthlings' name. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that they did guess. So
awesome. Okay, everybody, have a great couple weeks. Happy Halloween, everybody. Don't forget the Halloween giveaway blowout. Say happy birthday to me, and you're in. There's a lot of stuff up for grabs. Cool stuff. Thank you to everyone who donated something. We deeply appreciate it. And all the other giveaways that we got coming up. Thank you. And
subscribe. We're closing in at 700.
Dude,
which is closer to the 1,000 that we ever thought.
Oh! The t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had a slight issue with the hats because there's a transparency issue in one of the in the image. So hats, I had to take the bucket hats down. Roy is trying to print his own. You want to do that? That's fine. But again, we're trying to, get $3 so we can buy cameras. So I'm breaking them.
And while we're on that subject,
yeah,
I would like to thank, and the person has asked to remain anonymous, so we will honor that. But we had a very generous donation from a long time subscriber, watcher, whatever you want to say. And I just want to go on record and say it was very appreciated, very unexpected, and I'm sure we will put it to good use.
That's why we're going to do this giveaway blowout. Yeah,
But,
it
it's
it hurt.
it was
It
just
was so nice.
it was a really nice donation that I just wow.
And
Yeah,
we are not looking for donations like that. Don't like
no.
no.
But
This
it
was
was
just
I want to acknowledge it as
Yeah.
that it was a really nice thing.
yeah. So it's going to help us out with the giveaways here for this next episode. So thank you.
Yeah, if I decide to give it to you.
All right, everybody. Have a good couple weeks. Buy a t-shirt. I don't know. We're going to figure out the t-shirt stuff and make it work better. There's a lot of moving parts to this show. But thanks.
You know, I noticed you had a Cafe Press store on your old website.
I did?
Yeah.
What's on there?
What is it called again?
WasteYourLife.com?
Yeah, waste. Yeah, there it is.
I don't remember.
So
Is the anvil on there? Can you buy an anvil shirt?
I'm looking. Hold on, idiot. News. I also now have a Cafe Press store. Some stuff up there soon. So did you ever?
I don't think I ever did. All right. Man, I am so bad at updating stuff like that.
Is your contact info even there? Yeah, WTH Studios at wasteyourlife.com.
Yeah, I haven't checked that email in probably 5
Oh, look
years.
at that old phone number. Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that the same one?
No. There's no way.
Okay. There's no way that's the same one. So call the way.
I don't know.
All hours
Which
of the
phone
night.
number is it? What's it start with?
708
What's the first three?
22.
Oh, it's on there. Oh, yeah, that's still the same one. Damn it. We're editing this out.
Bullshit.
Oh, I am. All right, everybody. Can we go now?
Sure, if you want. I'm looking at some of your old paint jobs back when you could paint.
Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye.